Well, Prime Minister Trudeau is on his first official trip to China, and wherever he goes, the headlines follow. But he's also making headlines today for a visit to another place, the Marvel comic book universe. Eli Glasner is here from the Marvel comic book universe.
And my local comic shop.
And your local comic, you have the issue that we're talking about.
I came in on my way down, grabbed the issue to see just exactly what our Prime Minister was up to. And I have had a chance to read it, so I can actually share some of those images with you. Now, to explain, Michael, what's happening right now in the Marvel Universe is something called Civil War, where the heroes are fighting over this superpowered individual that can predict the future. So here is Alpha Flight, Canada's super team, and they're there, as you can see, in Parliament Hill, in the Prime Minister's office, basically asking him, should we act on this information? And you can see Sasquatch and Aurora and the superpowered Puck, yes, that is one of our superheroes, asking the PM what they should do. And you can tell that the writer has done his homework. There are mentions of CSIS. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is very plugged in. He even has time to make a Leafs joke. But my favorite bit, let's move on to the next image. So we learned that Justin Trudeau, in order to keep in shape, well, he has a sparring partner, and that sparring partner turns out to be Tony Stark, who, of course, you know, is Iron Man. And so Tony comes to visit with Justin Trudeau, and they go a few rounds, and as they're actually talking it out and punching it out and trading some quips, well, as you can see, Trudeau can certainly handle himself, and there's a nice little bit where, as he's punching in a very Canadian way, he keeps saying, sorry, sorry, sorry. So he's apologizing, but he can actually hold himself with the Avenger.
Isn't that amazing? Well, that all said, you know, we were just talking about another comic book from my childhood where Pierre, the father, showed up. So this is not the first time that politicians have shown up in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah, normally politicians stay out of the comic books. I mean, I can show you, for example, a couple exceptions. Obama, at the height of Obama's hype and fame, Spider-Man swung by, and he made an appearance in The Amazing Spider-Man. And as you mentioned, yes, so Alpha Flight, the Canadian super team of peacekeepers, well, they were also created by Pierre Trudeau, Justin's father, of course. And so there is a interesting portrayal of Prime Minister Trudeau. So he was there in the inception of Alpha Flight. And I want to pay credit, though, the reason this comic works so well and has such insight into Trudeau and his fame and kind of that viral nature that he seems to have is it comes from Canadians. The writer is Steve Murray, great Toronto writer who created this and many other comic books. And the artist is Ramon Perez, who's done lots of Marvel comic books.
Oh, it's amazing. Another piece of history that you've got, and actually just hold that up because you held it up briefly there, but that is the actual comic.
That's the variant cover. So that's the variant cover of Civil War II, Choosing Sides. And even if you're in the Toronto area, they'll be doing a signing event tonight at the Beguiling where you can meet Chip Zdarsky and Ramon Perez and ask them what it's like to draw and put words in the mouth of the Prime Minister.
That's amazing. And we got the Coles notes to the story.
There you go.
Thanks to Eli. Thank you so much, Eli.
You're welcome.